So Uber algorithms are currently charging up to a, like, 21% premium to certain riders without anyone knowing exactly why. Sometimes not even Uber knows.
It's just wild.
Yeah, welcome to the Invisible Engine of 2026. For this deep dive, we're bringing you the weekly AI news summary for the week ending August 23rd on behalf of AIPOD. And our mission today is to sift through 8 different sources to show you how AI has officially stopped being a digital novelty.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely crossed a threshold this week. We're seeing a hard pivot from, focusing on what a model knows to how it actually operates in the physical world.
So, okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
Because to understand that pivot, you have to look at NVIDIA's new AVO architecture. They just hit a flawless 100% on the ARC AGI3 benchmark using the Claude Opus 5 model.
Which is massive.
Right, especially since ARC AGI3 tests actual spatial reasoning, not just like how much of the internet a model memorized.
What's fascinating here is, well, how they achieved it. AVO stands for Agentic Variation Operators. So instead of asking a model for a final answer, AVO creates a sort of digital scaffolding.
Like a scratch pad.
Exactly. It gives the AI a scratch pad to test a hypothesis, realize it failed, remember the failure, and then try a completely different route. The architecture around the model is doing the heavy lifting now.
I love that. It's like giving a master chef a perfectly organized, fully stocked kitchen rather than just, handing them a recipe and saying good luck.
That's a great way to put it. But to run that kind of brilliant architecture in the real world, you need immense physical computing power.
Especially if you're putting it inside a moving car.
Mhm.
Which brings us to Waymo. They just rolled out a new custom 5-nanometer AI chip for their Robotaxis. And it can execute, get this, 1,000 trillion operations per second.
I mean, they have to. When a pedestrian steps off the curb, a car cannot wait for a server in a data center to process a scratchpad of hypotheses.
No, it needs to be instant.
Right. That localized compute leverages 200 million miles of driving data to make millisecond decisions directly on the vehicle.
But wait, are businesses actually seeing a return on this massive spending yet? Because, Y Combinator's Garry is telling founders to ignore high AI token costs and just spend heavily on AI agents.
Yeah, but look at the TD Cowen survey from this week. Salesforce partners are actively struggling to generate revenue from the Agentforce platform.
Even with Salesforce claiming, what, $1 billion in annual recurring revenue?
Right. There is a massive disconnect right now. Western South companies are hitting a wall trying to monetize this stuff.
Meanwhile, AI is just ruthlessly reshaping India's $315 billion IT sector. Because mid-sized firms like Persistent and Coforge, they're beating larger rivals by executing AI pilots super fast.
Yeah, they've shifted away from headcount-based billing. They literally can't charge by the hour for entry-level coders anymore.
They're using outcome-based contracts now. You pay for the finished product.
Exactly. They aren't selling the AI itself. They're selling the speed the AI provides. It's completely changing the business model.
Which brings us back to that Uber pricing gap from the start. Uber is facing heat for this 21% gap for similar rides. And they deny using personal characteristics. They say it's real-time factors. But
it's essentially a black box.
Yeah. We're accepting black box algorithms for a ride to the airport, which really intensifies the debate on transparency.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, transparency is absolutely vital, especially in fields like medicine.
Oh, right. Like that breakthrough from the 18-year-old student, Mithriya Durrani. He built I2CISSP, which is an AI that predicts how a tumor will respond to cisplatin chemotherapy.
And the key difference there is that it's completely transparent. It clearly shows which specific genes influenced its predictions.
So a clinician isn't just trusting a black box, they can actually see the biological mechanism.
Because in medicine, you really need to know the why. But true AI value also relies on accessibility.
Right, which brings us to the Indian Institute of Science. They released SraVaani, this open-source model that brings voice AI to 65 Indian languages and dialects.
Yeah, languages like Tulu and Garo, it bridges that low-resource language gap so this tech isn't locked away.
So bringing all these 8 sources together, what does this all mean for you? It means AI is no longer just a chatbot. It's a hyper-personalized engine dictating global economies and local medical treatments.
The invisible engine is definitely running.
Yeah. So I'll leave you with this final question to ponder. If AI systems are already optimizing the exact price of your commute and the specific genetic response of a tumor, how long until these personalized AI agents start actively negotiating the world on your behalf without you ever lifting a finger?